Good morning, garden friends. Today we're going to be working on one of the larger flower beds in my garden. On a previous video, I had mentioned about us adding another layer to the brick wall to give that step down look into the new garden that we had done. So just would like to walk you through that process. Okay, so this is the area that I was talking about. We had started it and it looks so nice having that third level of the landscape bricks. And in the process, what it takes, and my husband is actually working on it now, we had tried concrete, we had tried, what's that other stuff, Kevin?
Tried mortar.
And also mortar on these bricks, and it did not work. They kept coming loose. So now what we're doing is we're using a generous amount of construction adhesive that is rated for blocks. Now, one of the things that what we're having to do is clear out any debris that may have accumulated because partly, as I stated, my garden is on a slope. You know, you just have to make sure that when we are putting the bricks up, you have a relatively flat and clean area to add the bricks to. And like I said, using a generous amount of the adhesive to ensure that it stays. Now, while he is finishing that up, because it will actually go down the entire rest of the garden bed, which we already have the bricks laid out, what I'm going to be doing is, let me show you. Okay, so we have 4 actually beautiful crepe myrtles, and because I have a lot of plants in here, don't want the plants fighting with the crepe myrtles for, you know, nutrition. So I'm going to go in and top it off with some compost because everything has already been fed. Top it off with some compost. We will be putting the mulch on once the adhesive has set, so that while we're moving the bags, it's not going to disturb the adhesive from setting. Okay, so come along with us as we get this done. Okay, the wall is completed and we have allowed it to set for a good hour or so. It just looks so nice. So now I'm going to go in and start putting in the compost. Now this area I'm not too worried about, other than around my hydrangeas, to put some of the compost, because this is mainly hostas, hellebores in here, and some grass. And then I got what else, heucheras back there in the corner. I might move those guys before I put the compost down. But yeah, this will be the area that I'm going to go ahead and get the compost all down. All right, I'm going to start putting the compost down since the wall is done. And like I said, trying to make sure that I'm giving enough nutrition to my plants because I have the crepe myrtles here. I moved some plants around, like my heucheras, so they look kind of wilty, but they'll bounce back. I moved a hydrangea, I think it's an endless summer, but it's still like in the shade area. Get the compost down, and then we're gonna start topping off with the mulch. Okay. And I'm really just focusing around where the plants are. Just to spread it out. I mean, I know some people just cover everything, but my thing is, if I don't have any plants there to have to worry about making sure extra nutrition, I'm not going to worry about it. So that is it for putting the compost down around the plants that I really wanted to make sure had that extra nutrition for it. And now we'll start putting down the mulch. And the beauty of putting mulch down, especially here in Georgia, it allows the ground to stay a lot cooler. And I know individuals like with the black, that's what I use, the black mulch, as far as retaining heat. But I think the benefit of it retaining moisture outweighs that, and then it looks really nice too. And I usually use my hands because, as you can see, I have a lot of plants, back here. So, it's not an open space to where I can just dump the bags. So I just have to hand put it around all of the plants. It's a windy day, but it's gorgeous. If I can find holes to where I can just go ahead and dump it in and then put it around, that's what I'm trying to do too, to save time. And I like to work from the back to the front because I don't like to see footprints in the mulch after I've put it down. All right, Here is the finished garden beds, all mulched and looking good. I just love how the wall just looks so very nice. And now I don't have to worry about the mulch coming out. But I'm just really pleased with how everything looks. And I had done a video in regards to us painting the fence, and I just love how everything just pops off the fence color. I'm finishing up on my hanging baskets that go along the fence. I got both sun and shade because this is really my shade area garden. That's why I have so many, what are those called? Summer crushes. But look at this. And then look how my heuchera recuperated back from being transplanted. But yeah, like I said, it just gives that nice finished look. And it was relatively easy. Well, thank you for taking this journey with me. And if you found this informative, please consider subscribing and liking my page. Have a wonderful day.